How have you almost died?
Meningococcal meningitis when I was 16. Woke up sick one day, went to sleep on my couch and woke up 4 days later in a hospital. My mom found me seizing on the floor and vomiting blood. Pretty sure our family dog is what saved me because she was standing over me barking at 2 a.m. I almost died the first night, my heart stopped for 2 minutes, and the doctors prepared my mom for the worst case scenario. I was somehow lucky enough to survive, have no neurological damage and no physical deficits. I celebrate my second birthday every May 19th and have done so for the past 26 years.
Really dumb and embarrassing, but at the time, I was in a job where I had to do a lot of lone working. This one time, I ate a sweet, but accidentally swallowed before chewing the whole thing. I began to choke. There were no customers or colleagues in the store, so I just started choking and trying to catch a breath of air. My breathing started to slow down and the sweet was still stuck in my throat. I thought, this is it. This is how I go, death by a humbug. I did one last big breath of air and smacked my back onto the wall. Luckily this caused the sweet to dislodge and go into my stomach. I sat there for a solid 10 minutes in silence drinking water until a customer came in and asked if I had been crying. To this day I still don't know why I didn't call an ambulance. I guess I was thinking they wouldn't be able to understand what I was trying to say, or the fact that I was embarrassed to tell them I was choking on a humbug. This story was so unnecessarily long. I could have just said I almost choked to death.
Nearly drunk myself to death. The doctors told my wife to prepare for that outcome because it didn't look good. My skin and eyes were yellow and I was pissing and puking blood. In July I will be sober for 5 years.
Removed.
Stage for cancer at age 30. They had to cut a whole bunch of bits out of me and 3 months of chemo. But cancer-free 13 years and counting.
Almost lost my battle against depression. Went to the GGB to jump off. Someone else beat me to it though. Watching all the response to someone jumping off the bridge scared the hell out of me. It made me see how me jumping isn't really the end.
Bad ear infection that I didn't see a doctor for ended up developing strep and abscess in my jaw. Lead to a blood infection. I was in ICU for over a week. Don't fuck around with a simple ear infections, kids.
Kayak capsized out in the ocean and dumbass me didn't have a life jacket. Tide was going out. Tread water for approximately 2 hours and, by some miracle, a random jet skier found me.
I had encephalitis. That's when you get an infection that travels to your brain. I was found unresponsive by my husband and was hospitalized for about 10 days. For several days, I was unaware of anyone, even my husband. The doctors finally gave me broad-spectrum antibiotics, and I started to recover.
Kicked by a horse.
Suicide by hanging, but yet, here I am.
ID Rock.